J Mitch. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy J Mitch. I'm up here today with an official unboxing of the new Traxxas Mini Maxx. Tons of videos on this. I don't know how I'm going to differentiate my video from what everyone else is doing. So if you're just a fan of J Mitch, hopefully that'll keep you for the video. There's tons of great unboxing videos of this truck. So this is going to be an unboxing and an initial run impression. While I've seen a lot of reviews, I have not had hands-on run time with this truck yet, which is what I'm hoping to do today. So with that being said, let's just take you guys around the box. It is the Traxxas Mini Maxx, and if you missed my my Black Friday's goodie unboxing, I'll go around and just show you guys what we got going on. Here's all the details, what's in the box. You know, you get the radio, you get the truck. It has 2S brushless combo, and I mean, it's ready to go out the box. Now I will mention that when we say ready to go out the box, I know people are complaining about some of Traxxas prices as of late, but this is one of the rare occasions where they actually include the battery and the charger in the box. So the $250 asking price for this wasn't really too bad. And if you look at it, it looks like a smaller, Max 4S. But we'll just take a look at it. We'll take a look at it out the box, and I'll get out the box and we'll go over it from there. Look, I got the black one. I was between the green and the black. I wasn't able to get the black Jado as I was promised, so we compromised and I made sure I got the black Mini Maxx. So I got the black Mini Maxx. It is just, it's got the clipless body system. It's pretty cool. It's pretty similar to what you get like on the Sledge. Very similar to how you unclip the body if you have a Traxxas Sledge. But yeah, you can see it's never been ran. Still's got the tags on it. The BL2S brushless system. This is the 2056 servo. People, some people aren't happy. But you gotta keep in mind the R&D that Traxxas did with this car. But $250, I think this is not too bad for it being a 2S setup. At least it's brushless, and like I said, it includes the battery and the charger, which is cool. It does not include the USB-C cord, of course, but that's easy. Everybody has a USB-C. If you got a cell phone sitting around, you got that. The radio is the 9TQI. Well, it's the 9TSM. It's just the TQ radio, so no TSM on the radio. Some people might argue they should have included it. Doesn't really matter. Doesn't really affect anything. You're talking about 2S power here. So yeah, this is all that's included in the car. I like it. It looks plush. Look at these shocks. The shocks, they are the GTR shocks, but they're plastic bodies. GTR shocks are like the upgrades from the old shocks that they used to use, but they use it like on the Ultimates and things like that. And of course they use it on the X01. But they're pretty good, solid shocks for what it is. You look at the car, it's really structured to mimic the X Max and the Mini Maxx, the way it's built. It's just, built to mimic that. I have seen some videos. I haven't seen a lot of people breaking things when the car is left stock, but there's definitely talks about when you put more power to this, how you start having diff issues and things like that. And I've seen a lot of countermeasures for that, but we'll be addressing that in later videos. But right now, I just wanted to get an initial unbox and maybe a quick comparison. And when I say quick comparison, well, before we get into the comparison, also too, I didn't go through everything under the lid. You got the waterproof receiver box, which is solid, and the Traxxas battery hold down system. I know why they do this, right? Because they want you to be locked into their proprietary battery, but really, they really should just offer an adjustable strap here. I mean, this is definitely more slick looking than just putting being able to use a battery strap. But I mean, just give us a battery strap so we could use whatever batteries we want, you know, or, I mean, we're going to do it anyway. You know, other companies are going to make the money on buying or selling aftermarket, you know, tie downs, but just give people that from the gate so you can, you know, I don't know. I might not want people making money off of something that I left open that I could easily address with some battery straps. Everybody doesn't want to use your little Traxxas batteries. Traxxas, they garbage. I ain't gonna hold you, Traxxas. I love y'all, but y'all batteries to a non-Traxxas person, which I gotta believe there's more non-Traxxas people than there are Traxxas people. And when I say non-Traxxas people, that means that their sole loyalty isn't Traxxas, right? They love Traxxas. They love, you know, maybe, you know, Horizon hobby products such as Arma and Losi. Like, they're going to have other batteries besides your little Traxxas batteries. So the least you could do is make it easy for them to use the batteries they already own if they don't want to buy your crummy batteries. Sorry, but also if I was Traxxas, guess what? I can see it from Traxxas side. Look, guess what? It's our car. We gonna optimize it for our batteries. And guess what? We want all y'all people living in the Matrix to feel like if you got a Traxxas car, you gotta buy a Traxxas battery. So I can see it both ways, but for me as an enthusiast, guess what? I'm going to spend the money and get a true battery tie down so I can run other batteries besides this little Traxxas one y'all include. I'm gonna run it for this video, but at some point your little batteries gonna come off. I'm definitely gonna be pulling y'all little whack, you know, 2S combo out this car, which I think is a great offering. Hey, I keep on contradicting myself. It's great. It's a great offering. If all you're gonna do is 2S and you just want something fun to putt around with, it's a great offering for this car. You don't really need to be going 70 miles an hour in a little 12 scale car. I think 20-30 miles an hour will suffice and still be fun. Now, if I can't backflip on 2S, then I'm gonna have a problem. Then I'm gonna have to do something else. But that's neither here nor there. I'm already 7 minutes in this video and I still haven't done the comparison part. And when I say comparison, I just want to do a size comparison. So they market this as a I guess it's a 12 scale. Actually, you really notice Traxxas doesn't know any scale on a lot of their cars. Like if you look at the X-Max, people think of X-Max is 5th scale. It's not. It's max scale, right? It's not. It's a little smaller than 5th scale. It has some 5th scale attributes, but it's really more like a 1/6 scale. It's really not a true 1/5 scale. When you put it next to a DBXLE or like a true 5th scale with an aluminum chassis, it's not truly a 5th scale. It's max scale. But a lot of their big cars, they don't put a scale on it. They don't technically call this a 12 scale. They just say it's a Mini Max, and you just look at it and say, okay, it's a Mini. So what's cool about this though is even though it's a Mini, you can still put a 10th scale system in there. And if you could put a 10th scale system in there, you probably can put an 8th scale system in there too. But they build it for the bare minimum to handle a 10th scale. When you put more power, everything that the motor connects to, if you look here, this motor connects to a plastic motor mount, right? So that means when your car has more weight in it and something breaks, your motor mount, I've seen them already, the motor mount breaks, they crack, you know, especially when it's cold. You put a big motor here, this is going to crack. So this is going to have to be an aluminum hop up that they'll either do in a VXL or somebody aftermarket will come up with, or maybe somebody will retrofit Traxxas Ultimate, you know, motor mount system in it. Maybe somebody will shave it down and make it fit, but this is just straight plastic. So they really, you know, Traxxas is slick, and I love their business model. I wish I could own some Traxxas stock, because then I would be hyped up and just act like nothing else exists in the world but Traxxas. Because Traxxas, I own some Traxxas stock, and I want everybody in the world to buy Traxxas everything. F it. I want y'all to go food shopping and buy Traxxas fucking potato chips. Like, if I was a Traxxas owner, that's where I was at. And this is how the Traxxas, you know, this is how the Traxxas owners work. They want you to live in the Traxxas matrix. Let me get some ownership in some Traxxas, and I'm gonna be on the same team. But since I'm Jay Mitch and I fuck with everything, there's some things here that you're going to spend money on if you're a hobbyist and you don't want to run Traxxas batteries. So I've been ranting for a while. Let me just do the quick comparison. Size to my Mojave grime, and then we're gonna take it out for a run real quick. I'm gonna put this Max like this, and here's my Mojave grime, and you can see this Traxxas is way bigger. Not way bigger, but it's substantially enough bigger than the Mojave grime. And if I had a granite grime is even smaller than the Mojave grime. You know, it might fit in the wheelbase of this car right here. But there's definitely a size difference. I think, you know, as someone who likes larger RCs, I probably would enjoy this better just because I like larger RCs, and it's there, you know, I prefer that. I'm not really a mini RC person, but I've actually been having a great time with my granite and my Typhons and my NASCAR grimes. They've been really fun. So yeah, just a quick size comparison. Systems are comparable, even though, you know, cool thing about the Typhon grime too, they have a clipless system too. A lot of companies are going to clipless systems, so that's pretty cool. And ARM is being very careful not to copy anything that Traxxas does, because you know Traxxas will sue you if you have some copyright infringement on their stuff. But anyway, your boy's talking too much. That's just a quick, like I said, just a quick visual on the size. Now let me put it on top. You can see that the Traxxas is definitely wider. The wheelbase is definitely a little bit longer, and it's just definitely more substantial, you know. So anyway, let's get to the shits, guys. Stay with me. All right, guys, so now I'm outside with it. Here's the car. Only really one thing I'm really, you know, 250 is still not bad. Let me just put that in perspective. It's not bad. But you can see where they made provisions for, you know, possibly a wheelie bar, provisions possibly for sway bars. You know, but these things are really not like big deals for when you're bashing. My thing is, if you're gonna provision for it, you could at least provide it. Like Traxxas, y'all could at least put the stuff on a car. I know it's kind of like, it probably costs you guys a couple cents just to put that stuff on the car, and maybe like 50 cents to put a wheelie bar on the car. But you gotta put a wheelie bar on it, on anything with the word Max on it, man. Come on, y'all gotta put a wheelie, something that could potentially wheelie. You gotta do that. It's gonna add longevity to the body, things like that. I don't mean to be criticizing y'all while I'm doing the review, but I bought the car. I can say whatever the hell I want. Y'all can try to sue me if y'all want to, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I just feel like, as a consumer, you know, like maybe a Traxxas, like maybe a newbie wouldn't care about this stuff, but someone who's been in the hobby for almost 10 years, I would expect, like, if you're gonna prevent, like back in the day, it would have came with this. You know, back in the day, you would have got all these things, but you can see they provisioned it already. There's already competitors that are making parts for these cars. Our Garage Life RC being one of them. Shout out to them. I got some hoppers for them that I'm gonna throw in the truck at some point. But yeah, I don't really care about sway bars, but if you're gonna do all this, you might as well put the things on there. I do like y'all plastics are strong. Like y'all did ice RPM out with the plastics, with the heavy duty plastics on the hubs and the arms. Like y'all iced them out with that. But damn, if y'all gonna do all this, put the shit on the car, man. Anyway, this is 2S run. I'm gonna take it out front and I'm gonna take it out back and jump it a little bit, and we're gonna see what's gonna do. Let's go. That's just a steering trim on my side. I mean, look. For me, this is definitely way too slow. Is it fun? Yeah, I can see it being fun. Definitely not gonna break nothing at this speed, guys. Look, I don't even gotta go all the way down the block with it. That's top, that's maxed out right there. Right on the wheels. Yeah, it's fun. You can't hurt nothing, I mean. But I'm not, like, look, I'm mad I'm not getting no wheelies even on 2S. Like, look, that's full throttle. Even if I hit it hard, I won't even get a wheelie. Look. Oh, I actually got one. All right, stop talking shit then, JMitch. All right, my bad. I gotta put some respect on your name. But from a stop, okay, I can get a little wheelie, but it's not like wheelie on demand. Like when I'm full throttle, like when you full throttle X Max, like that when you get there, it's already starting to wheelie. Like this needs a little bit more in it. Maybe a smaller pinion gear to get that torque bias. Definitely tough though. All right, guys, y'all get it. Now, let's take it around back and jump a ramp or two for a little bit. Give y'all something fun to look at. All right, guys, y'all know what kind of time I'm on with this shit. Let's go. Yeah, it's just like grass is just a little too thick to really go crazy with it. Well, some of the grass is. You can see it's a little deep over there. But she definitely needs a little bit more like power, man. Got a lot of traction. Got a lot of traction, I tell y'all that much. She's got a lot of traction for that action. Probably ain't gonna get a lot off of this ramp, but let's just see. Get a little run up to the ramp. Little air control, that's cute. That's cute. I suck at jumping ramps, guys, anyway, so. Don't have enough for a backflip on 2S, guys. Definitely don't have enough for backflip on 2S, but definitely can send it a little bit. Line him up. All right, gotta be on that power. Gotta be on that power to get her to land. She definitely need a little bit more power though. There you go, nice land. Give y'all like 2 more of them and then I'ma stop the run. Definitely you're in no danger of hurting anybody on 2S. Nah, you're not gonna hurt nobody on 2S, guys. You can get this car to like a little 3-year-old and they can have fun with it. I say, guys, for like the last 2 weeks, it's been cold as hell. And we actually caught a break with a 60-degree day today, which I'm not mad at. About 60 out, a little breezy, but definitely like a good day to get out and do some RC. If you ain't RC in a while, there you go. Nice little easy jump. I need a little wider ramp. I'm not like the best at lining up jumps, so I'm not like sending it. Could have brought it back. But yeah, I mean, what y'all want me to tell y'all about this car? 2S, what do you expect? 2S Mini RC. You're not sending this on 2S, guys. You're gonna have fun with it on 2S. This is a conversation starter for somebody who doesn't do RC. Like, oh, that's cool. 250 though, 250, that's a little hard to digest for someone who just wants to grab an RC. I would say the Armors are more approachable with everything in a box for about $129. You can get like a little brush grime or anything like that. Those are a little bit more approachable. But that's a similar performance you get in here with this 2S brushless. You get the same performance to me as you would get from a brushed Granite or a brushed Typhon or Mojave, any of those guys. Very similar performance to that, but for almost $100 more, for over $100 more. So I like it though. I see where people going with it. I don't know though. I'm on the fence with it. I don't know how far I want to go with the hop-ups. Like, is it worth me dumping another, you know, $40 in a system? Is it worth me doing all that and just upset the balance of the car? And even more, like, when I go to sell it, right? Because you guys know, like, as an RC reviewer, it's not that I want to make money off of buying and selling cars, but what it is if you don't sell them, you can't keep buying them. Like you're gonna, it's not even, it's all right, part of it is a money thing, right? When you sell a used RC, you're recycling them back into new products, right? But also the space limitation, you know? Think about it in 10 years from now. If you kept every RC you ever had in life, how many would you have? Like, think about the hundreds of reviews that RC people do, you know? Think about that every year. You know, on average, an RC reviewer makes 2 or 3 videos a week. And then think about, there's at least 1 or 2 cars every month. You know, people want to see the latest and greatest, or as an RC enthusiast, you want the latest and greatest. Like 2 or 3 RCs a month for, you know, that can add up to almost 20 RCs a year. You can't keep them all. You know what I mean? So you got to think about the space. There's people who have 50, 60, 70 RCs. There's a guy on here who has, like, you see him buy RC lots. I can't think of his name. He buys RC lots. He's bought some of his own cars back because people are getting out the game. At some point, you got to think, like, what am I going to do with all this crap? Like, I love it, but in 10 years from now, are you still running the Creighton V1? Like, remember that Creighton V1? How many of y'all just still running the Creighton V1 or V3? Like, you're not running those cars no more, you know? But as an RC enthusiast or RC YouTuber, we can't keep these things. And I mean, I'm just explaining to y'all, my thought process is, in order for me to get new things, I gotta get rid of the old things. And I understand, I can't, if I spend 500 on it, I can't ask 500 on it, you know what I mean? But it's even those people who have so many RCs, they're like, man, I got 1,500 into this thing. But yeah, that's 1,500, like, before you ran it. It's beat up now, it's not clean, it's dirty, ain't no hop-ups on it, and you still want 1,500 for it. Nah, you probably could ask 600 to 700 for it, you know what I mean? But that's just neither here nor there. I'm just rambling, guys. Anyway, all that to say is, the great thing about these small RCs, you can get 1 million of them. They little as hell. You could store them under your bed. Hey, you could store them in your closet next to your sneakers. You know what I mean? Like, you can do that. Anyway, your man is talking way too much. Let me just give y'all some laps and stop trying to jump. This is a cool little RC, guys. 250. I mean, it's solid. We ain't breaking nothing on 2S. You can send it, you can bash it, you can jump it. It comes with a battery and everything. Definitely coming with the reputation of Traxxas, the Traxxas build quality. You can't be mad at it, guys. Is it a solid RC? Yes. Is it a little too slow for me? Hell yeah, it is. But is it fun? Yeah, you know, you got a little 5-year-old, little 6-year-old, somebody's first hobby grade RC. Is it fun? Yeah, hell yeah. Especially when you graduate from little Target and those little Amazon little RCs that you only spent like $50 on. This is definitely an upgrade for that. But do I think it's a little bit too much? I do think it's a little too much. You know, when you got the Armor line and when you got Rockledge and you got these other companies making, you know, other RCs that perform just a little bit better, have a little bit more power, but maybe not be as durable as these. I think the Armors are very durable at the brush, but, like, you know, I don't know. If you like it, get it. I don't think you're gonna lose money on it, but I just think, like, from a consumer standpoint, you know, 130 bucks is more approachable than 250, just to have the word Traxxas and Max for be one of your first RCs, you know. But anyway, I'm talking too much. The next video, everything that I had an issue with, I will be addressing, right? I will, you know, put the 3S system on it. Actually, it's gonna be 4S, what I'm running. I'm gonna throw the 4S system on this car and we're gonna have fun with it. I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is, or, you know, maybe I'll just sell it now, you know? Maybe I'll just get up from under it, you know? But yeah, you don't need a lot of space for this. That's another thing. If you got a small backyard, you don't really need a lot of space. Servo's definitely like, you need, you know, servo is a little whack, but everybody know that. Servo's a little whack. You can, any servo, any standard 8th size servo, standard servo would be better than this, you know. So actually, I've seen worse ones. What's that car I had? The tank. Oh my gosh, that tank servo might as well stayed in the garbage tank. That shit was garbage, guys. I'm just rambling though. You guys like, Jay, are you gonna end the video or you gonna keep running? This is fun, dog. I ain't gonna hold y'all. This is fun. I do like it. I do like it. I just like to keep the, you know, I like the car overall. The car is great. I just it's giving me signs that the batteries are ran down. Pros, I will say, it's fun, it's durable. Everything's in the box except for the AA batteries. At least give me the AA batteries, Traxxas. Give me the Traxxas branded AA batteries, man. They include tools in the box to work on it. Like, it's all there. It's a fun car. You will be happy with it. On 2S. Only thing for me is the complaints I have are the nickel and diamond for the wheelie bar, the sway bars, that kind of stuff. You're gonna nickel and dime for that when those come out. And also, I'm not a fan of the battery tie downs. And they do this at every car. Every car, they had this proprietary tie down system where you're limited to the types of batteries you can fit. You can find batteries that will fit, but you got to do a little bit of hunting. Make it easy. Put a little Traxxas strap in there. Put a nice, you're gonna tell me you can't produce a strap cheaper or around the same price as that little plastic, you know, tie down, right? I think you could. I think you could make a nice Traxxas Teflon strap or something, Kevlar, whatever. Type in a nice Traxxas Kevlar strap instead of that plastic tie down. Give people at least the option to run the different size lipos that they want. So you're already trying to make people use your battery connectors. Anyway, your man's been rambling. It's been a seesaw. I can see how people will be like, Jay, you all over the place. I'm just trying to summarize it. I like it for what it is. I don't think there's a lot of value in the price though. Besides them giving you a lipo to run with it. But is it fun? Yes. Is it durable? Yes. Is it 2S? Yes. Is it slow for me? 20, 30 miles an hour? That's slow for me. I can't backflip with it. I at least would like to be able to backflip off of one of these ramps on stock. I might be excited about that if I could backflip handily with that. But yeah, we already know this is just the first stage of it. They'll do a VXL and probably a mini ultimate this time next year. So they'll address that. $250 now, definitely gonna be a blow up in price. You know, probably $150 more, $100 to $150 more for a VXL, and then if they go ultimate, probably another $50 to $75 on top of that. The way that they like to price things. But anyway, your man's talking too much. I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Thank you all for y'all time and attention. Shout out to my homie Dave, help rest in peace. Shout out to Big Willie. Shout out to Ted. Shout out to Adam from RC Discount. Shout out to Hector from RC Discount. Shout out to everybody that rocks with your boys channel. Thank y'all so much for y'all time and y'all attention. Y'all be good now. Peace. GoPro, stop recording.